Los Angeles Wildfire 2025. Introduction. The year 2025 marked a critical moment in the history of wildfires in Los Angeles. A combination of climate change, prolonged droughts, and human factors culminated in one of the most devastating wildfire seasons the region has ever faced. This document explores the origins, impact, and implications of the 2025 Los Angeles wildfires, offering an in-depth look at the environmental, social, and economic consequences. Causes of the 2025 wildfires. Climate factors. Los Angeles experienced record-breaking temperatures and one of the driest winters on record leading up to 2025. Prolonged periods of low precipitation created ideal conditions for fires to ignite and spread. Human contributions. Urban sprawl and increased human activity in fire-prone areas contributed significantly to the risk. Reports indicate that nearly 30% of the fires were caused by human negligence, including unattended campfires and power line failures. Vegetation and forest health. Years of fire suppression policies left an overabundance of dry vegetation, providing ample fuel for the wildfires. Efforts to manage this risk were insufficient to prevent the massive outbreaks witnessed. Key incidents of 2025. The San Gabriel Inferno. One of the largest fires occurred in the San Gabriel Mountains, consuming over 200,000 acres of forest and prompting the evacuation of thousands. The fire posed significant challenges for firefighters due to difficult terrain and erratic winds. Coastal threats. Fires reached parts of the Santa Monica Mountains, threatening densely populated coastal communities. Malibu saw some of the worst damages, with high-value properties and natural habitats destroyed. Urban encroachment fires. Fires in the urban wildland interface zones caused significant destruction to residential neighborhoods, especially in areas like Glendale and Pasadena. Impact on the environment. Loss of biodiversity. The fires destroyed critical habitats for many species, including endangered ones such as the California condor and the mountain yellow-legged frog. Entire ecosystems were disrupted, with recovery predicted to take decades. Air quality. Smoke from the fires severely degraded air quality, with Los Angeles recording some of the highest levels of particulate matter in its history. This posed health risks for vulnerable populations, including children and the elderly. Water resources. Ash and debris polluted local water sources, including reservoirs and rivers, complicating water treatment processes. Socioeconomic impact. Displacement of residents. Thousands were forced to evacuate their homes, with many losing everything. Emergency shelters were overwhelmed, highlighting gaps in disaster preparedness. Economic loss. The total economic cost of the 2025 wildfires is estimated at over $20 billion, factoring in property damage, firefighting efforts, and economic disruptions. Psychological toll. The trauma of evacuation, loss, and uncertainty left lasting psychological scars on affected residents. Mental health services reported a surge in cases related to anxiety and post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Emergency response. Firefighting efforts. Over 10,000 firefighters from across the country were deployed to combat the fires. Advanced technologies, including drones and satellite imaging, were utilized to map and predict fire behavior. Community involvement. Local communities played a crucial role in supporting firefighting efforts through volunteer programs and resource donations. Social media became a vital tool for real-time updates and coordination. Challenges faced. The sheer scale and intensity of the fires overwhelmed existing resources. Firefighters struggled with limited access to water and unpredictable weather conditions that fueled the blazes. Lessons learned. Policy changes. The 2025 fires prompted significant changes in wildfire management policies. Increased funding for forest management and stricter regulations on human activities in fire-prone areas were implemented. Community preparedness. Public awareness campaigns emphasized the importance of evacuation plans and fireproofing properties. Communities also began organizing local firefighting teams and resources. Technological innovations. The disaster spurred investment in new technologies, such as artificial intelligence for fire prediction and autonomous firefighting vehicles. The road to recovery. Reforestation efforts. Extensive reforestation programs were launched, focusing on planting native species and restoring habitats. These efforts aim to build more resilient ecosystems capable of withstanding future fires. Economic rebuilding. State and federal governments provided financial assistance to affected residents and businesses. Initiatives to rebuild infrastructure emphasized sustainability and fire resistance. Long-term strategies. Researchers and policymakers are working together to develop long-term strategies for adapting to the growing threat of wildfires. This includes integrating fire-resistant designs into urban planning and expanding early warning systems. Conclusion. The Los Angeles wildfires of 2025 served as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of climate change and human activities on the environment. While the destruction was immense, the response highlighted the resilience and determination of communities, scientists, and policymakers to protect and rebuild. The lessons learned from this catastrophe will undoubtedly shape the future of wildfire management and environmental conservation in Los Angeles and beyond.